into November. Snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Mon now off of play action. He'll get this to Nwangu. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
Mon going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 38, Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Here's Mond. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home as a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 33-yard line.
Love with a give to Dillon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Love now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Love, they go play action now.
Already a sea of defenders had intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Love. Dancing to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Mon. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Bond looks to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And they go play action here. Mon. They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the green check. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Off the play fake. Mon.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Love looking to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Mond going to throw it. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A 1st half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Love. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Play action this time with Love. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
The Vikings field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Love. Steps away to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the Packer first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
45.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Mon. Smith catches left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Mon looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The give is to Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Joseph now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to this offense. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. But put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Mon. To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bond's going to keep this himself.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. But that,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
they'll go right back to Nwangu.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Caught on the right side by Adams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Love now. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Love, they go play action now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this throw caught left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. 3rd and long for Love. And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And now the rookie's free. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Janoris Robinson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On third down, here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.